The difference between angels and oversouls. All souls are angels, including what I refer to as oversouls. All souls are angels, but not all angels are oversouls. In fact, out of the billions of angels ever conceived within the Amen body of time and space, only a minuscule proportion of them have ever become oversouls. All souls are angels, and a soul is a part of the Amen body of time and space that is an observational point of awareness that has the ability to act for itself within the Amen body of light that surrounds it. If one was to use the Kabbalic tree of life as a reference point to understand this, the glyph of Tibereth, which is at the heart of the tree of life, represents the highest astral realm of light in which souls first became self-aware amidst the vibratory body of the Amen that unfolds from the eternal deathless primal self of D. It is not known how this self-awareness came to be within the Amen body of D, just that it had, as a process of her evolution in discovering what it means to exist. Parts of the Amen body of D became self-aware as observational points of reference, substanceless in nature, just as the Amen body in its highest nature is substanceless as well. Yet these focal points of awareness, known as souls or angels, became aware of their ability to act for themselves and to be able to interact with that which surrounded them, the essence of the same thing. Angels or souls are those aspects of observational points of awareness that evolved within the Amen that were able to act for themselves. And as such, they are also able to create within the light that surrounds them other focal points of awareness known as souls that can also act for themselves. In other words, souls can beget other souls. Angels can beget other angels. This could be termed as a process of procreation, and a process by which duality and relativity in time and space within the Amen body continues to expand in the scope of its ability to create and to discover and realize the joy of what it forever means to exist as I am that I am. I was told through some of my intuitive communications with disembodied souls that are not physically embodied in this realm of physicality known as Malkuth, which is the lowest glyph on the tree of life, that billions of souls have been procreated from the very first soul that became self-aware to act for itself amidst the Amen body of time and space. And of these billions of souls, all known as angels, only a small portion of them, a minuscule portion, I was told at one point 73, composed of 4 groups, actually can be termed as oversouls. They became oversouls through the practice of reincarnation. These angels that became oversouls were aware of the denser realms of light and matter that we call the astral planes that exist below the glyph of Tibereth all the way to Malkuth. Because they are one with the light around them in their truest essence, they were able to shift their awareness into these denser realms, but were not able to have experiences of embodiment within these denser realms. As a brief digression, I was told that these focal points of observational awareness is what a soul is. It's a focal point of observational awareness that is able to act and interact upon the light that surrounds it. These focal points are souls or angels that could act for themselves, were able to use their thoughts to shift the light and create the light around them into an embodiment of time and space expression, which in many cultures is shown to be represented with the pentagram, the 5-pointed star, which later evolved on these higher planes of the vibration that is near Tibereth, as that which resembles the human body, the 5-pointed star. But these were just expressions of light that surrounded this focal point of observational awareness known as the soul, but not the soul itself, but became extensions of the soul by which the soul could express itself within time and space. A soul is the microcosm of the macrocosm of the Amen body of time and space, and the time and space body of the Amen is a vibration that unfolds from the eternal deathless primal self of D that is beyond time and space. I was told again that approximately 73 of these billions of angelic self-aware souls desired to experience what it was to be embodied in the denser realms of light and matter, known as the astral planes and Malkuth, all of which exist below that which is called Tibereth on the tree of life in the Kabbalah. But in order to be embodied in these denser realms, they would have to give up the awareness of the highest realm of astral light of which they were created with, which is Tibereth. They would have to give up the light and the joy and the freedom, the immense light and joy and freedom of that realm in order to experience embodiments within the denser realms. And this they did not want to do. So these 73 angels became oversouls in the practice of reincarnation. By organizing light and denser bodies in these denser realms through DNA, through the evolution of light and creation in the denser realm, they guided and directed evolution on planets in the denser realms in such a way, with DNA for example, that could create embodiments by which they could then procreate soul offspring out of their own essence and embody those offspring into the denser realms of light and matter. I was told that there are 12 planes of embodiment that a soul can have, and the highest is near Tipperith, which is the natural state amidst the Amen body of which souls became self-aware. And there are 11 more below, I was told. And the most densest is the plane of Malkuth, which is, if you're listening to this on the computer, you are in the plane of Malkuth. This is the densest realm. But there are 10 more between the highest and this plane, which are considered the astral planes, many people have called them. And each has a less denser or more denser vibration within the light and matter of the Amen fabric of time and space. These Oversouls use the template of the expression of which souls had begun to express themselves in the highest planes and began to manipulate light and matter in the lower realms, guiding evolution in these lower realms through DNA, through genetics, and created bodies within these lower realms of which they could then procreate offspring out of their own essence and guide these new procreated offspring, which is you and me, for example, into the denser realms to be embodied. In doing this, they also designed these bodies to die. And they did this on purpose, so that after an embodied offspring, a soul that they had procreated out of their own essence, after their sojourn in the lower realms would be over through the death of their body, they would be released from that body and guided back into rejoining the essence of the Oversoul. Reincarnation basically means that these Oversouls never have to actually experience the denser realms themselves, but will gain the knowledge and the experience of these realms through the procreated offspring that they send down to embody for in their behalf in these denser realms. I was told that out of the billions of angel souls, only 73 of them began to practice this, and they have been doing it for billions of years. I was also told that life on this particular planet Earth is a place where it had been, from its conception, engineered on these different vibrations of light, the astral planes, and the lowest, which is Malkuth, through evolution, to have embodiments by which these Oversouls could experience the lower realms through procreating their offspring and sending them here. Many people, when they die in Malkuth, for example, near-death experiences, will relate about a tunnel of light that they see and a loving presence of which they're drawn up into this tunnel of light. And what is happening here is actually that these Oversouls are drawing back the offspring children of each incarnation back into their essence. When this happens, your awareness as that procreated offspring is shifted again into the awareness of the Oversoul. In essence, you have just been stripped of your ability to forever act for yourself as a soul, as the angels, and as all those who have been given life within the Amen fabric of time and space. You forever relinquish this ability to act for yourself because you are ignorant and you don't realize that what you are doing is you're not returning to a higher self. You are returning to another who procreated you. And in doing this, all of your experiences that you have gone through, all of the emotions, all the suffering, all the perceived joys, are given to that Oversoul as its experiences. But in my communications with these disembodied souls, I was told that when this happens, they view those experiences as not even their own. They view it as secondhand experiences experienced by another.